like to join the Clubber GAA community, earn some money for your club, and get state-of-the-art analysis for your team? If you're a player or a coach who wants an easy way to review and comment on match clips or analyse competitors' games, then check out Clubber Coach. If you're a county board, videographer, or even a club that wants to maximise the revenue potential of the games you stream, we offer free services to run a paywall and video ads. If you're an expert analyst, check out our automated clip generator, which can eliminate a lot of your repetitive manual tasks, and you can focus your energy on capturing the real insights which help your teams improve and use your freed up time to help additional teams. If you'd like to join our growing Clubber community, please contact sales@clubbertv.com for a free trial or advice on the different packages we offer.
Ryle Oak, Bagenstown, Loughlin Bridge, Carlow Town. I've been driving this route for 20 years now. As a driver, you get to see the importance of these bus routes for people in the community. We really connect with the whole country. People use the service for their shopping, going to college, going to matches. They come to rely on us to get them where they want to be. We're also the official transport provider for Carlow GAA players and supporters. You get to know some familiar faces along the way, doing their daily routine or their weekly trips. It's nice to see a friendly smile to brighten up your journey. My name is Jimmy. I've been driving for JJ Kavanagh & Sons for 30 years.
Welcome to I Love My Club By, with me, your host Seamus Barry, the podcast that gives you the insight into our local games of hurling and camogie. Join us as we take a look at some of the characters around the county on I Love My Club By.
Yes, a very good afternoon, and you're very welcome to a sunny Fairfield, a glorious sunshine for this County Senior Football Championship Round 3 clash. It's a Western derby up first here this afternoon as Clashmore Kinsalebeg take on Brickey Rangers in this final group game. Both sides seeking their first wins of the campaign, both beaten by Balnacourty, who are safely through to the quarter-finals. Referee Tom D has just performed the pre-match toss there with the respective captains, so we'll go straight through to the team lineup, starting with Clashmore Kinsalebeg. One change to their original lineup. Luke Coughlin, he's been ruled out with a knee injury and he's replaced by Jonathan Welch. So it's Fintan Welch between the posts, a full back line of Kieran Burke, James Maloney and Adam O'Sullivan. Edmund O'Halloran, Kieran Connery and Killian O'Keefe make up the half back line. It's Josh Fitzgerald and James O'Leary teaming up at centre field. The half forward line is Keane Kelly Carey, who of course netted a goal against Balnacourty last time out. Into the team comes Jonathan Welch. He replaces Luke Coughlin. Declan Allen wears number 12, the vastly experienced Allen. Brian Lynch, Sam Fitzgerald and Paul O'Connor make up the full forward line for Paulie Connery's charges this afternoon. Brian O'Halloran, interestingly, is listed amongst the substitutes this afternoon for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. He's going to be wearing number 25, and Aidan Trihey is back on the bench for Clashmore Kinsalebeg this afternoon. Brickey Rangers, they were beaten by Balnacourty 3-10 to 9 points here in Fairfield last weekend. Mikey Dwyer between the posts, a full back line of Jack Lombard, Conor Phelan and Sean Lennon, who captains the team. Half back line, Josh Veal wears 5. Into the team comes number 18, Philip Welch. He replaces Dan Kelly. Of course, Philly kicked a point when he came on last week, and Darragh O'Grady wears number 7. And the Lorna Porca then is Tom O'Connell at 8. Wearing number 9 is Conor Brown. The half forward line, Conor Whelan wears 10. Owen Barry under 40 wearing number 11. And number 27 is Dara Hurley. And the full forward line for Brickey Rangers, number 25, Mikey Hanlon replaces James Hassey. Conor McGrath on the edge of the square wearing number 14. And number 15 is Cormac O'Grady. So they're your team lineups here on this glorious Sunday afternoon. Live coverage here on Clubber TV in association with Common Classwell Port Lorrigat. Referee Tom D from Clonea throws in the ball, and straight away Brickey Rangers, and it's the inter-county man Tom O'Connell getting his hands on the ball, linking it back there with Philly Welch. Philly came on last week and kicked a point against Balnacourty. Brickey's beaten by 3-10 to 9 points. They'll be hoping to get their first win of the campaign. Of course, Clashmore Kinsalebeg going down to Balnacourty as well in the opening round. Darragh O'Grady getting his hands on the ball, receiving that pass from Conor Brown back into Tom O'Connell. The socks up this afternoon, linking up with O'Connell again, playing the 1-2 back to Darragh O'Grady. Plenty of pace. Owen Barry just on that 45 metre line dictating the play, and switches it across as far as the team captain. That's Sean Lennon. Sean trying to get by the initial cover there. Referee Tom D says there was a pull of the arm there, pull of the jersey, so it's going to be a first chance for Conor McGrath, who of course was Brickey's top scorer last weekend in that loss to Balnacourty. He's kicking into the road goal in what's a very still afternoon here. Beautiful afternoon for October, as they say, but a perfect afternoon for football. McGrath with the effort off that familiar right boot, and it's a familiar finish as well from Conor McGrath. So first blood to Brickey Rangers here in Fairfield. Conor McGrath, literally 55 seconds on the clock. He nails that one to perfection, and Brickey's hit the front here in Fairfield. Both sides, of course, will be playing for second position in this group, the preliminary quarter-finals. It'll be getting serious next weekend with the preliminary quarter-finals down for decision. Clashmore Kinsalebeg going into an early attack there, with the ball well cut off inside. Philly Welch has it back for Brickey's. So good at manning that centre back position. Links it up with Sean Lennon. Off now as far as Conor Brown. Brickey Rangers going through the hand pass route. Bit of space right underneath us. Stand side here for Darragh O'Grady to carry this ball forward. Darragh goes back to Philly Welch, and Philly has space now. And Owen Barry in a bit of space, pops it to the runner. That runner is Dara Hurley getting his hands on the ball. Tom O'Connell, Philly Welch, good use of the kick pass. Conor Whelan was in a bit of space inside, and Conor has his hands on the ball. Back out as far as Tom O'Connell is. Tom thinking about pulling the trigger, elects to cut back inside, gives it off to Philly Welch, who's running forward. Got a point last week against Balnacourty upon his introduction. He has an advantage accruing here, and the referee does bring it back for that. The hand was up, none accruing, so it's going to be a free in to Brickey Rangers. And 2 minutes gone. Tom hoping to nail this one and give Brickey's a 2-point lead. Just 2 minutes gone here in Fairfield. A reminder, we have more live action coming up at 3:30 this afternoon. It's on Ryan against Stradbally in the Senior Football Championship, and also we have a big game coming to you live from Dungarvan Club Grounds at 4 o'clock as well. It's the Waterford Senior Ladies Football Final, where Ballymacarbery and Cumber Rangers are going to renew their long-standing rivalry. That'll be coming up live from 3:50 this afternoon. Right now we're watching Tom O'Connell though, off the left leg, and he puts that one over the bar. Second point for Brickey Rangers. First free for Tom O'Connell, and he'll be happy with that start. They lead 2 points to no score. They're doing the early running here in Farfield. Fintan Welch with the kick out for Clashmore Kinsalebeg off his left foot. Seemed to be a push there in the back. Referee, the whistle has gone. Darragh O'Grady shown well there out in front of his man, just blatantly pushed there by Sam Fitzgerald. Brickey's not hanging around, getting out of it quickly. In as far as Mikey Hanlon into the full forward line. Mikey goes for a shot off his right leg. Will it curl in? It's not going to. Is it going to go out? It's going to be taken down there by James O'Leary. Gets there ahead of Tom O'Connell and offloads it as far as Edmund O'Halloran. Cormac O'Grady in hot pursuit. Ed goes back with this one. Back as far as Adam O'Sullivan. O'Halloran goes again. Plenty of energy. Edmund looking for options. Treads it down as far as Declan Allen, one of the most experienced players on this Clashmore Kinsalebeg team. On now, the runner off the shoulder is Sam Fitzgerald. Sam goes route one. It's a bit of a Gary Owen ball inside, but it could well work out for Clashmore if Brian Lynch can get his hands on it. He's in there. Ball blocked inside there. Could work out for Clashmore. Jonathan Welch off to Brian Lynch. Lynch turning and twisting. Still Brian Lynch going forward. Back of the net for Clashmore. Kinsalebeg. Brian Lynch. What a goal. Teed up by Jonathan Welch. Thought about maybe taking a point, but when you're Brian Lynch, when you're in that close to goal, you're always going to be thinking about a green flag, and he just got inside the cover there and off his right foot. Blasted in past Mikey Dwyer in the Brickey Rangers goal. So goal for Clashmore. And Brian Lynch will be delighted with that start. So Clashmore Kinsalebeg literally with their first attack, and they raise a green flag. They'll be happy with that one. So too will Brian Lynch. So a goal to 2 points. Oh, nearly cut out there by Sam Fitzgerald. Owen Barry winning it back for Brickey Rangers. What's their response? They got the first two scores of that goal. Has really lifted the Clashmore spirits. Dara Hurley running through the centre, looking for Tom O'Connell on the 45-metre line. Tom trying to get inside, being met there by literally a wall of red and green jerseys. Kieran Connery comes across the challenge. Still Tom O'Connell. Still Tom going forwards. Offloads it to Mikey Hanlon, and Mikey Hanlon gets his opening score of this round 3 clash. Lively start here in Farfield. Both teams going at it. In fairness, plenty of attacking, no holding back, and Mikey Hanlon with a quick and swift response to that Clashmore Kinsalebeg goal at the other end. He nails Brickey's third point, and we're all square. Just 5 minutes gone in this round 3 clash. Live coverage, as we mentioned, here on Clubber TV. Another busy programme of games coming your way this afternoon in both the men's and indeed the ladies' game. Ball inside in as far as Clashmore Kinsalebeg attack. Brian Lynch was pushed in the back. Referee says, yeah, now you can play on. In as far as Jonathan Welch. Jonathan Welch treads this through. Another chance of a goal for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. This one is tucked into the net. What a finish there. Beautiful football from Clashmore Kinsalebeg, and it's Cian Kelly Carey who gets the goal. He got a goal against Balnacourty in round 1. He's got another goal this afternoon. Jonathan Welch found him in behind. Acres of space in behind that Brickey full back line, and Cian Kelly Carey just literally slips the ball underneath Mikey Dwyer. Super goal. And 2 attacks for Clashmore Kinsalebeg and 2 goals this afternoon. Cian Kelly Carey will be absolutely delighted with that one. Luke Coughlin there on the sideline. He's been ruled out through injury this afternoon. Has an issue with his knee, I believe. He'll be hoping to be back for a preliminary quarter-final next weekend. But absolutely 2 brilliant finishes there from Clashmore Kinsalebeg. And that scoreboard now, 2 goals to Clashmore, 3 points to Brickey Rangers. Right down the centre, Killian O'Keefe coming at this ball at pace. Josh Fitzgerald is off the shoulder. Another runner inside is Declan Allen. Chance of another goal for Clashmore. Here's Brian Lynch. Can it be a third? Oh, this one is fired in, and it's fired over the bar by Brian Lynch. But the space in behind there is absolutely alarming from Brickey Rangers' point of view. It's 1-1 now to Brian Lynch. It's 2-1 to Clashmore Kinsalebeg. And John Owens and Padraig Connery on the sideline, looking in at it, will be very, very happy with the start they've made here this afternoon. Conor Whelan steps inside the cover. Sam Fitzgerald doing the track and offload as far as Darragh O'Grady. Darragh has possession now for Brickey's. Cian Kelly Carey coming back. Brilliant turnover there. Got the hand in. Good tackling there by Clashmore. Edmund O'Halloran trying to win it back. In fact, it's James O'Leary, off as far as Sam Fitzgerald. Runner off the shoulder is Declan Allen. Declan puts it into the space. Jonathan Welch trying to beat Jack Lumber to this ball. He has it in his hand. Well won by Welch. He's looking sharp in the early exchanges. Pops this one down the line onto Sam Fitzgerald. Sam standing on the sideline. Dangerous ball inside as far as Brian Lynch, who's in there lurking. But Brickies have a few bodies back there this time, and this one is going to be worked out the field. Referee says there's an advantage coming, but Conor Phelan says, I'm going to make use of that. Darragh O'Grady offloads as far as Tom O'Connell, who's again operating at midfield. That's where he played last week for Brickey's against Balnacourty. He was marking Conor Prunty, but thought maybe we might see him further up the field this afternoon, but Brickey's keeping him in the centre field position. Owen Barry or Conor McGrath on the ball now. Offloads as far as Sean Lennon into the corner. Mikey Hanlon got a point a few moments ago. Conor Brown being urged to hold his position. That shot comes in there and it's a wide from Brickey Rangers on that occasion. Mikey Hanlon seemed to be the player who had the shot there on that occasion. Kieran Connery just outside the edge of the D there. Fintan Welsh taking his time with this one though, just seizing up the options. So 2-1 to Clashmore Kinsalebeg, 3 points to Brickey Rangers. 8 minutes gone here in Fairfield. Kick out from Fintan Welsh right down the throat of Sean Lennon, who grasps that literally on his own. Nobody challenging him. Offloads as far as Owen Barry. Owen on the 40. Now Tom O'Connell trying to get onto that left foot. Owen Barry goes in the centre. Owen has possession, goes forward. He's tripped there. And the referee spotted it. Tom Deed right underneath him, and that's going to be a free in to Brickey Rangers. Chance for Tom O'Connell to get his second point of the afternoon. Shane McGrath kicking in a few footballs. Shane, of course, from our own Clubber TV, doing his duties with Brickey Rangers, of course, involved in the backroom team this afternoon with Olin Casey, the Brickey Rangers manager. Right now watching Tom O'Connell as Brickey's try and eat into that early lead built up by Clashmore Kinsalebeg with those 2 goals. Tom O'Connell even, just on the edge of the D, off the left leg, and Tom's effort this time has snuck inside that right hand post and over the bar. So it's a second point for Tom O'Connell, a fourth for Brickey Rangers, 2-1 to 4 points. And we've played 10 minutes here in Fairfield. A reminder as well, we'll have more live action coming up on Clubber TV this week as well. On Tuesday night, we're going to be live streaming the Waterford Post-Primary School's Senior Hurling Final. That's the Senior Hurling Colleges Final between Dungarvan CBS and Blackwater Community School. That will be live on Clubber TV in association with the Waterford Post-Primary Board on Tuesday evening. Throw in at 7 o'clock. More details on social media during the week. We'll put that in your diaries for Tuesday night. Looking forward to it. Sean Lennon in possession for Brickey's. High challenge there by Kieran Connery as he came across there, and seems to be a bit of afters as well. Free, quickly taken. In as far as Mikey Hanlon got the ball from Sean Lennon. Oh, off the post inside. Fintan Welch looking around, asking his defenders where were they, but very smartly taken there. Quick move by Brickey Rangers. Could have ended up in the back of the net there, but it was well saved by the goalkeeper. Diagonal ball across as far as Jonathan Welch. Shown well for this ball. Treads it down the line. Looking for Brian Lynch. He's been policed by Josh Field this afternoon. Here's Paul O'Connor. Lynch and O'Connor, they know each other. They know each other's games off to a tee as well. This time it's Welch who gets the ball back. Jonathan Welch going for his opening score of the afternoon. On the loop. That's absolutely beautiful from Jonathan Welch. Floats it over the bar. Super score by Welch, who's started ahead of Luke Coughlin this afternoon. Of course, Coughlin ruled out through injury, but Welch is a tidy footballer. Oh, Darragh O'Grady there. Did he take that ball? He was outside the D there, just about, I'd say, in that instance, as Jack Lombard gets the offload as far as Josh Field. Josh lays it off as far as Darragh Hurley. Hurley going forward off the outside of the right boot, looking for options inside, looking for Cormac O'Grady. Cormac just couldn't hang on to that one. Kieran Connery wins the ball back for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Working the ball out. Cormac O'Grady doing the tracking. Edmund O'Halloran goes back with it. Back as far as Killian O'Keefe, switching the direction of play across the far over side of the field. Declan Allen has the ball. Turning and twisting. Goes back as far as Adam O'Sullivan. Sam Fitzgerald's ball literally hit the deck, but Sam had time to recover. Paul O'Connor, jinks inside, lovely bounce, taking him away from a couple of would-be Brickey Rangers challenges. Now it's Declan Allen, lovely sidestep by Deck, off the right boot, treads it through. Brian Lynch is lurking in there again. He's a goal so far. Could this be another goal? Josh Fitzgerald, and this time it's saved well by Mikey Dwyer. Josh Fitzgerald had the effort there. He was coming through at pace. Brian Lynch spotted him off his right foot. This time Dwyer was equal to it. Puts it out for the game's first 45 this afternoon. But again, anytime Clashmore Kinsalebeg get in behind that Brickey's covered are certainly looking very, very menacing. They have 2 goals so far this afternoon. Could have been a third there, but for a great save from Mikey Dwyer. So 45 for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Going to be taken by Paul O'Connor, number 15 on his back. .45 taken a little bit too quickly there, according to the Rator Tom D. Robbie Dunn from St. Mollerans and Donald O'Muraku Asan Ryan are the 2 linesmen here this afternoon. So Paul O'Connor off the right leg. And that ball has gone wide from Paul O'Connor. He certainly had the distance, just not the accuracy on that occasion. John Owens issuing instructions to Clashmore Kinsalebeg, former Waterford manager, of course. Mikey Dwyer finds the intended target. This time it's Conor Phelan. Conor does well. Oh, over the head there of Dara Hurley. Dara has possession. Tom O'Connell moving away from him. Cormac O'Grady and Adam O'Sullivan just having a bit of a coming together there. Kieran Connery off as far as Killian O'Keefe on the far side. Player loves to carry the ball, good ball carrier. Clashmore looking very comfortable in this opening quarter, and they're leading on that scoreboard as well. Declan Allen on the 21 metre line, still going forward. Looking as fit as ever. Inside as far as Kelly Carey. Oh, this time it's gone off the crossbar. Can he fist it in? Oh, back as far as Brian Lynch. Lynch with the effort. Lynch takes his point. Wise decision in the end there. But how did that stay out from Brickey Rangers' point of view? Certainly a let off. Brian Lynch has 1-2 now. Ball literally... Kelly Carey had a chance of palming it in. Elected to take it back into his hand. Offloaded back as far as Lynch. Ball hit the crossbar as well in that passage of play. And Lynch says in the end, let's keep that scoreboard ticking over. And... that's exactly what he's done. 2-3 to 4 points. 15 minutes gone here in Fairfield. Brickey Rangers with a player on the deck. It looks like one of the defenders, is it Conor Phelan, who's in a bit of bother here. Shkiok, as he's known, of course. Conor Brown just taking an opportunity to get some water on board. A perfect evening for football. Brickey's management team in conversation directly below us there. Dara Duggan involved in the backroom team, of course, with that. Brickey Rangers, Olin Casey and Shane McGrath there as well. Mikey Dwyer off as far as Dara O'Grady. And Sam Fitzgerald just tugs him back there. Here's Josh Field. Plays the 1-2 with Conor Brown. Owen Barry. Back to Brown. Dara Hurley. Dara switches the direction of the play across as far as the team captain. That's Sean Lennon. Sean going forwards, just taking a step back there, recycling possession. Back as far as Conor Brown. Conor looking for options, takes his time. Owen Barry, the link man. Now Dara Hurley just took his eye off it, swallowed up there. 3-4 Clashmore Kinsalebeg players around him. Great tackling there by Clashmore. They've overturned it. Gillian O'Keefe has it and wriggles his way out from that challenge there. Brickey's too well to win it back though. Tom O'Connell got a hand in there, and it's won back by O'Connell to Conor McGrath. Now it's Conor Phelan who's way up from his full back position. Looking for options, seems to be swung around there. Back as far as Tom O'Connell, they'll have the free coming, and they are going to have the free. Bit better there from Brickey Rangers. Did well to overturn the ball as well as Clashmore were breaking out, and here's a chance for Conor McGrath to get his second point of the afternoon and keep that scoreboard ticking over. 2-3 to 4 points, it's Clashmore in control. 17 minutes gone here in the opening half. Conor McGrath with the effort, and Conor McGrath has his second point now of the afternoon. That's a good score from the full forward. Brickey's preparing a substitution down underneath us as well. It looks like Sean Ronayne could be into the equation shortly. Clashmore goes short. Edmund O'Halloran out as far as Tom O'Connell. Tom doing well, standing up. On as far as Kieran Connery. Ball just bobbling around there for a few seconds, but off as far as Edmund O'Halloran. And now Clashmore Kinsalebeg trying to escape or get out of their own backline with that one. And seems to be a push in the back there on Keane, Kelly, Carey and Jack Lumber there as well. Jack Lumber doing the fouling on that occasion, says the referee Tom D. So Clashmore Kinsalebeg get the free, quickly taken by Cillian O'Keefe. Back as far as Kieran Connery. Mikey Hanlon doing the tracking. Declan Allen and Clashmore Kinsalebeg very composed with that ball. Kieran Connery then spots a bit of space inside, puts it in front of Brian Lynch, the type of ball he loves. Out in front of his man every time, showing for the ball, demanding it. Lynch cuts inside, still Brian Lynch. He's got 1-2 so far this afternoon. Up and add to his tally, fists this one in across the goal and over the bar. Super score from Brian Lynch. He's on fire this afternoon. He's one of the best forwards in the county, Brian Lynch, and he's illustrating that so far this afternoon. Brilliant ball, route one from Clashmore Kinsalebeg, and Lynch at the end of the move there. 2-4 to 5 points. They're motoring pretty nicely here in Fairfield. Mikey Dwyer with the kick out for Brickeys. 19 minutes gone here in the opening game. More live action, as we said, coming up at 3:30 this afternoon here on Clubber TV in association with Waterford GA. That's the clash of On Ryan and Stradbally. And Owen Barry, judged to have handled that one on the ground according to the referee. And that's going to be a free to Clashmore, taken quickly. Jonathan Welch. Still Welch for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Very close to the corner. They'll have to come out of there though. Sam Fitzgerald has it now for Clashmore. Sam with it off his right leg. Spots James O'Leary in a bit of space there. O'Leary trying to go forward, looking for options. Gives it to Paul O'Connor. Shoots on sight. It's going to hang in the air though. Could be dangerous. Kelly Carey is underneath it. So too is Declan Allen. Allen with the effort, and it's into the hands of Mikey Dwyer. You would have fancied him to get that one, but just didn't put the requisite distance behind the kick there, and Brickey Rangers have a chance to break. Conor McGrath way out from his full forward position. Philly Welch in the centre. Brickey Rangers just holding up possession. Conor Whelan goes route one into Tom O'Connell inside. He's been marked by two men. Where's this break going to go? Bricky's have it. Oh, brilliantly saved inside. Blocked there. Mikey Hanlon trying to recycle it there. Tried to get it back out to Conor McGrath, but Cillian O'Keefe wasn't reading that script, and Clashmore Kinsalebeg away they come. Out as far as James O'Leary. Edmund O'Halloran. Josh Fitzgerald on the ball now. Haven't seen too much of Josh so far this afternoon, but he does manage to find Brian Lynch on this occasion, and Brian, referee. Darragh O'Grady leaves it for his brother Cormac. Cormac switches it across as far as Philly Welch. It was in a bit of space. Sean Lennon being told to hold his position as Philly goes forward. Kicked a point, as we mentioned last week. Now needs a runner. Cormac O'Grady is one of those runners. Cormac has possession. Welch goes again for the 1-2. Links up with him. Has an option outside. That's Owen Barry. Owen trying to get room to get kick away here. Offload as far as Josh Field. Back to Owen Barry looking for options. Philly Welch in possession. Philly off his right leg, and Philly Welch floats it over the bar. Patience there by Brickey Rangers. And the finish was by Philip Welch. He nailed a similar score last weekend, a similar enough score as well, literally into that same goal as well. Philip Welch in from the off this afternoon. He's a good player, he's an experienced player with plenty of big game experience as well, and that's a good score from Philly Welch's point of view. 2-4 to 6 points. Brickey's still well in this game. Clashmore Kinsalebeg with Edmund O'Halloran. James Maloney a chance to get over this ball. Does well, the teenager. Edmund O'Halloran, Kieran Connery making a run forward, but it's back with Declan Allen. The experience, Allen so good at hanging onto the ball, and what a warrior he's been for Clashmore over the years. He won't be happy with that ball. Tried to find Paul O'Connor. Philly Welch out in front there, reading it well, and Brickey's now can break. Owen Barry gives it off as far as Mikey Hannon, momentarily loses it off as far as Conor Brown, looking for options. Brown elects to go solo off the right leg. Will it curl inside? It will indeed from Conor Brown. Good link-up play there by Brickey Rangers, and Conor Brown gets his opening score of the afternoon. Looks like we could well have a card here as well, or certainly James O'Leary looks like he's been spoken to by the match referee Tom D. Something, obviously, there was a run checked, I think, there as Brickeys were going forward, and it is the game's first yellow card. So James O'Leary goes into the referee's notebook. Back to a 3-point game. Brickey Rangers have got the last couple of scores, and they'll feel that they're certainly coming more and more into this game. So Colin Welch, the physio with Brickey Rangers, just making sure everything is okay there. Everything seems to be in order, so fit to continue. Declan Allen, lovely sidestep, just jinxing away there from Conor McGrath. Two players who know each other really well, of course. Adam O'Sullivan took the offload there from Edmund O'Halloran, then decides to go. It's Route 1 has been the trend for Clashmore this afternoon, but that one is well cut out there. Well read there by the Brickey Rangers defence. Ball a little bit kicked too far down the line there as Conor Phelan was reading that one, and Killian O'Keefe can respond instantly for Clashmore. Steps inside the cover there of Philly Welch, has a chance to get down over the ball, does exactly that. Cian Kelly Carey in a bit of space, he elects to go to Sam Fitzgerald. Sam hasn't scored so far, he's not going to score with an effort like that, but it's going to hang in the air. Brian Lynch trying to win it, Brian Lynch has it in, momentarily had it in his hands there. Still Lynch, back to Sam Fitzgerald, recycles it back out as far as Paul O'Connor. Paul hasn't scored so far, and he's not going to score with that effort either. Brickey Rangers will be happy with that, doing well there to just stand the men up and not concede a free. So 2-4 to 7 points. And referee not happy there. I think there was actually a second ball on the field there. Tom D indicates, so it's going to be a free or a kick out. Going to resume from Mikey Dwyer's point of view, and Brickey Rangers getting on with it quickly. Route 1 ball inside, well read again. Killian O'Keefe out in front of his man, covering that ground there all afternoon, and does well to win that ball back for Clashmore. Here's Declan Allen on the ball, goes Route 1 inside, well cut off. Conor Phelan there is there reading the play for Brickey Rangers. Cormac O'Grady switches it across, trying to target Conor McGrath. Mikey Hanlon amongst this one as well, breaking ball. Edmund O'Halloran reads it well, pushed in the back, was he? Yes, as Tom D. Free out to Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Josh Field being urged to watch the runners as well. Picking up Adam O'Sullivan at the minute. Sam Fitzgerald on the ball. Going past Owen Barry. Still Sam, powerful runner, powerful engine on him. Diagonal ball looking for Brian Lynch. He's the intended target all afternoon. Gets inside Darragh Grady this time. Here's Brian Lynch for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. He's got a goal already. Goes with the fists again, and he fists it over the bar. Second time Brian Lynch has fisted the ball over the bar this afternoon. It is a great skill, and sometimes a skill that's not really remembered or not known, I suppose, in certain quarters. But Brian Lynch illustrating that this afternoon, that it's always there, it's always an option. And he now has 1-4 this afternoon. Philly Welch. They're claiming the ball was thrown there, but referee is happy enough with it. He was up at the plate. Dara Hurley goes Route 1 off the outside of the boot, looking for Tom O'Connell. Can Tom keep this one in play? Battling hard there with James Maloney. Tom has gone trying to get inside the cover of Maloney. He has an advantage coming. Referee says that advantage is now over. Gives it back as far as Cormac O'Grady. Can he curl this one in off the left leg? It'll be some score if it goes over. Massive score from Cormac O'Grady. Brilliant score, well worked. Tom O'Connell did really well in the build-up. Back out to Cormac O'Grady and off his left leg. One of the scores of the afternoon so far from the corner forward, who has a slight wind with him in this opening half, but he drew that in nicely, and Brickies bring the lead back to a goal, 2-5 to 8 points. They'll be hoping to tick on another few scores before the half-time break. Will be obviously disappointed with those 2 goals they conceded, and maybe with the manner of which Clashmore Kinsalebeg have got in behind a few times. And we had that great save as well from Mikey Dwyer in the opening half as well to deny Clashmore Kinsalebeg a possible third goal from Cian Kelly Carey. Right now, Kieran Connery is the player down receiving treatment from the ever reliable Johnny Flavin, of course, physio with Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Great clubman, never rarely misses a game, Johnny, in fairness, and always doing his bit for the club. Robbie Dunn just goes in to have a check there with Tom D, maybe to get an indication of what's going to be added on. I don't think we had too many stoppage in this opening half, so I wouldn't imagine we'll have too much additional time. 2 minutes, I think, Robbie Dunn indicating there to...
At least 2 minutes additional time at the end of this half. 2 minutes additional time.
So Fintan Welch prepares to take this one. A reminder as well, we've more live action coming this afternoon. 2 big matches. We've on Ryan and Stradbally, round 3 of the Senior Football Championship. Don't forget as well, we're also live for a big game in Dungarvan GA grounds at 4 o'clock. It's the Waterford Senior Ladies Final of 2022. Ballymacarbery seeking a 41st county title in a row when they take on their fierce rivals Cumra Rangers. And next Tuesday night we have the Waterford Post-Primary School Senior Hurling Final between Dungarvan CBS and Blackwater Community School, coming to you live from Fairfields. More details as well on that on social media ahead of Tuesday evening, but one to look out for. It's back to Brickey Rangers and Clashmore here this afternoon. 5 to 8 points on the scoreboard, 2 minutes of additional time to be played. Clashmore have it, Sam Fitzgerald. Sam going forward. And there was a double hop there, 2 hops there. Conor Whelan did well because he tracked him, he was tracking the runners. And Cormac O'Grady got that massive point a couple of moments ago for Brickey Rangers, looking for options. Offloads as far as Conor McGrath. Conor in possession. Clashmore Kinsalebeg have the bodies back there, but Brickey's doing well, just playing this ball around. Owen Barry pops it in as far as Dara Hurley. Can he get inside the initial challenge? He does. Still Dara Hurley going forward. Was he pushed in the back? Yes, says the referee. It's going to be a free in there. Well worked move there by Brickey Rangers. Hurley was lining that one up. He was pushed in the back. So that's going to be a free in. And you'd imagine Tom O'Connor will swing this one over off the left leg. So here's Tom O'Connell off his left leg, and he floats this one beautifully over the bar. Third free of the afternoon for Tom O'Connell, and we're back to a 2-point game here in Fairfield. 2-5 to 9 points. A minute of additional time played. 2 minutes signalled here by the match referee. Brickey's trying to pin back Clashmore Kinsalebeg in their own half. Cormac O'Grady, Kieran Connery gets out of that challenge though. Hand passes it forward, off as far as Edmund O'Halloran. Still Edmund steps inside the cover there, pulled to the ground there by Cormac O'Grady. It's going to be a free for Clashmore. Edmund is on the deck, he's down. Did he tweak something there as he went down? He doesn't look too comfortable there. Johnny Flavin is in straight away, but just seemed to maybe tweak his calf muscle there as he went down. Literally a minute to go here in the end of the first half here in Fairfield. The first half that we've seen Clashmore Kinsalebeg hit the net twice. Brian Lynch and Cian Kelly Carey with the goals for the red and green. Edmund O'Halloran looks in a little bit of discomfort down there at the minute. Just receiving treatment there from Johnny Flavin. And looks like the calf muscle, and maybe the Achilles there as well, which is a lot of players picking up a few little niggles as well. And I suppose that's the nature of the split season, isn't it, with the games coming thick and fast as well. Very little recovery time if you do pick up a little knock, but Edmund is tough, he's hardy, there's no doubt about that, and he picks himself up. Kieran Connery going to take this free for Clashmore, who'll be hoping to maybe add another score before they head to the dressing rooms for half time. Kieran Connery plays the 1-2 with Luke Coughlin, or with Paul O'Connor I should say. Clashmore Kinsalebeg, 2 players literally hitting the deck there, but Kieran Connery still does well to retain it. Back to Adam O'Sullivan. Adam down as far as Paul O'Connor gets inside. Connor Phelan, Jonathan Welch. He has a point so far. Can he add to his tally? Gives it out into Brian Lynch. He's been on fire for Clashmore this afternoon. 1-4 so far for Lynch. Gives it to Sam Fitzgerald. Lynch again. Has another option outside if he needs him. That's Paul O'Connor. Jonathan Welch. And he's fouled as he kicked that one. It was a needless free to give away, but just as he was about to pull the trigger there, he was clipped. And referee says that's going to be a free in to Clashmore, who have a chance just to add to their tally before half time. And imagine this will be the final kick at a half. The Onryan and Stradbally players making their way in as well. You can see they're in action in the second game here at 3:30 this afternoon. Preliminary quarterfinals, of course, next weekend. That draw will be made after the Onryan Stradbally game this afternoon, which throws in at 3:30. With Brian Lynch hoping to add to his tally here for Clashmore. Off his right leg, and it's the same results from Brian Lynch's point of view. Over the bar it goes, 1-5 for Brian Lynch. It's 2-6 for Clashmore Kinsalebeg, and I'd imagine Tom D would bring an end to the first half. And Mikey Dwyer kicks this one out. No, we're still playing on. Dara O'Grady takes that short kick out. There was that stoppage as well to Edmund O'Halloran, who was down for a few minutes there, so referee still decides there is going to be a few seconds. I see Colin Welch, Brickey physio, still on the field there. He's still making his way off. He thought maybe half time was going to be coming. Bricky's can get a point before the break, and Tom O'Connell provides it. Super score there by Tom. Over the bar it goes, so 2-6 to 10 points. Great effort there. 4th of the afternoon for Tom O'Connell. That the first he's got from play, and we're back to a 2-point game here in Fairfield. Referee is calling for the ball. It's half time here in Fairfield in this County Senior Football Championship. Round 3 clash. Clashmore Kinsalebeg, 2 goals and 6 points. Brickey Rangers, 10 points. We'll be back very shortly.
Do you like to join the club or GAA community, earn some money for your club, and get state-of-the-art analysis for your team? If you're a player or a coach who wants an easy way to review and comment on match clips, or analyse competitors' games, then check out Club or Coach. If you're a county board, videographer, or even a club that wants to maximise the revenue potential of the games you stream, we offer free services to run a paywall and video ads. If you're an expert analyst, check out our automated clip generator, which can eliminate a lot of your repetitive manual tasks, and you can focus your energy on capturing the real insights which help your teams improve and use your freed up time to help additional teams. If you'd like to join our growing clubber community, please contact sales@clubbertv.com for a free trial or advice on the different packages we offer.
Ryle Oak, Bagenstown, Loughlin Bridge, Carlow Town. I've been driving this route for 20 years now. As a driver, you get to see the importance of these bus routes for people in the community. We really connect with the whole country. People use the service for their shopping, going to college, going to matches. They come to rely on us to get them where they want to be. We're also the official transport provider for Carlow GAA players and supporters. You get to know some familiar faces along the way, doing their daily routine or their weekly trips. It's nice to see a friendly smile to brighten up your journey. My name is Jimmy. I've been driving for JJ Kavanagh & Sons for 30 years.
Welcome to I Love My Club By, with me, your host, Seamus Barry, the podcast that gives you the insight into our local games of hurling and camogie. Join us as we take a look at some of the characters around the county on I Love My Club By.
Very welcome back. Yes, you're very welcome back to Fairfields, and almost ready to go for the start of the second half now in this round 3 clash in the County Senior Football Championship. It's Clashmore Kinsalebeg holding the edge at half time, leading Brickey Rangers by 2-6 to 10 points. Olin Casey, the Brickey's manager, makes his way across there, and Tom D gets this second half underway. Straight away it's Clashmore winning the throw in, and Josh Fitzgerald driving at the heart of that Brickey Rangers defence. Moving forward now is Paul O'Connor, player down in the deck inside. Still Paul O'Connor going forward, offloads as far as Brian Lynch. Lynch back out as far as Declan Allen. Allen off the right leg, and Declan Allen floats it over the bar. First score, the second half goes to Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Super score from Allen, recycled back out by Lynch. Very unselfish play, and Declan Allen, the hard working Allen, always good for a score or two, chips in with his opening score of the afternoon. Josh Fitzgerald seemed to be just a tug back there. It's going to be a free to Brickey, says the referee. They're not hanging around. Conor McGrath goes to route 1 in as far as Cormac O'Grady inside in the full forward line. Cormac out in front of his man, that's Adam O'Sullivan. Looking for option, seems to be pulled back there. Referee having a look at it saying, play on, go on, you have the ball. Still Cormac back out as far as Conor Whelan. Conor thinking about maybe switching it, but he's making a bit of headway. Still Conor Whelan going forward. Needs options though. Clashmore doing the defending there. Killian O'Keefe back there. Adam O'Sullivan trying to, nearly intercepted that one. Back as far as Cormac O'Grady. Outside of the left leg. It'll be a super score. What a point from Cormac O'Grady. He got a mighty effort in the first half. That's not bad either. Off the outside of the left boot with the kid Og. Floats it over the bar. And Brickey Rangers get their first point in the second half. 2-7 to 11 points. Lively start. And it's been pretty lively right from the get-go here between these teams who are trying to attack when they can and try and kick that route 1 ball inside into their inside lines. Clashmore, James Maloney, Brickey Rangers working hard. James does well, gets the offload off as far as Kieran Connery. Runner off him is Declan Allen. Got that point a few moments ago. Still going forward, and Allen is pulled to the deck there. Taken quickly off as far as Killian O'Keefe. About to be challenged by Conor McGrath. Brickey's trying to overturn it. McGrath does well though. Or O'Keefe does well, I should say. Switches it across as far as Edmund O'Halloran. Far over side of the field. Offloads now as far as Sam Fitzgerald plays the 1-2. Edmund O'Halloran off the outside of the right boot. It will be some score if it goes over. That's gone right and wide on that occasion. So 2-7 to 11 points. Just 2 minutes gone in the second half. Those Clashmore Kinsalebeg goals from Brian Lynch and Keane Kelly Carey in the opening half. 1-5 for Brian Lynch this afternoon. Fisted 2 of those ones over the bar. Right now we're watching Mikey Hanlon on the ball for Brickey Rangers. Plenty of pace. Plays the 1-2 there with Hurley. Kicks it inside. Evaded the Kieran Burke who came across. Right now it's Tom O'Connell who has it. Conor Whelan is in behind the cover here. Conor trying to go back out with it. He's pulled, or seems to be pulled back there. Yes, says the referee. The both hands were around the ball, and he's indicating there that the arm was being pulled as well. So Tom D up close to the plate says free into Brickey Rangers, and you'd imagine Conor McGrath will float this over for his third point of the afternoon and reduce the deficit. Here's McGrath, and that's number 3 for Conor McGrath. He's been doing it with 4 years, of course, with club and county, and still continuing that trend. Brickey's top scorer last weekend as well, of course. Both teams beaten by Ballinaccorty in this particular group. They're playing for second place in the group, and back to the drawing board then for the preliminary quarter-finals, which will be coming up. Will be the first big knockout weekend in the Senior Football Championship. Next weekend. Wins yesterday for Portlaw, who overcame Kilmac Thomas in Welsh Park, and Kilrossenty also getting their first win of the campaign, beating St Saviour's in Welsh Park yesterday. Owen Barry just a little bit over anxious in that tackle there, and Declan Allen, and for a bit of dissent there, referee Kieran Connery I was going to say gains an extra 13 metres. Seemed a bit more than that on that occasion, but Clashmore won't mind. Edmund O'Halloran, diagonal ball outside of the right boot, beautiful ball into Brian Lynch. Being marked by Darrow Grady in the second half. Lynchy has it off his right leg. That'll be some score. That is a serious score if it goes over from Brian Lynch. Absolutely textbook stuff from the inter-county man out in front of his man. It's route 1 from Clashmore Kinsalebeg. O'Halloran inside to Lynch. One look at the post, floats it over the bar. Hefty challenge there on Sean Lennon. Took it though by Declan Allen, or taken by Allen even. And referee Clashmore, Sean Lennon, is arguing that Conor Brown seemed to be pulled to the deck. Tom D is going to throw this ball in. So 1-6 now for Brian Lynch this afternoon. So from this throw ball, James O'Leary wins it for Clashmore, trying to drive forward. Jonathan Welsh has it now, pops it down the line as far as Cian Kelly Carey. Got a goal in the first half, offloads as far as Sam Fitzgerald. Sam going forward, back to Kelly Carey, drills this one in. No, it's gone out and wide there. Hit the post on that occasion there. Again, there was a good opportunity there for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. They're finding pockets of space, as we've been saying all afternoon, and Brickey Rangers with a player on the deck. And looks like Conor Brown, there's a bit of maybe checking over the scoreboard as well. Looks like Conor Brown is okay to continue. He's had his trouble with injuries over the last couple of seasons, but he's a hardy customer and he's a good player. With championship player as well for Brickey Rangers, and good to see him back to full fitness, and certainly will be is a player who certainly gives you everything. He's claiming there. Killian O'Keefe stepped inside the line with that ball, but linesman thought otherwise. Brian Lynch plays the 1-2 with Paul O'Connor. Paul with the effort, and that's gone wide. It's gone out for 45. In fact, there was a block on. A referee was right behind that. The umpire had signalled wide, but Philly Welch did well just to get a block on that. And puts it out for a 45, which incidentally Paul O'Connor is going to take himself. Goes short. Brian Lynch, edge of the D. One look at the post, but Brian this time goes to show us, but he's human after all. He has 1-6, but couldn't add to his tally. Dwyer goes short. Referee playing an advantage. Brickey Rangers working the ball through though, and there's a chance here for Conor McGrath. Has runners off his shoulder. Owen Barry is one of those. Josh Field coming up from the wing back position. Player loves to get forward. This time he finds space in behind. Josh Field going forward. Josh all the way, and Josh Field into the back of the net. Super finish by the wing back. Got in behind and rifles it past Fintan Welch in the goal. That's exactly what the doctor ordered from Brickey Rangers' point of view. There's a player on the deck. I think Josh was also caught late as he planted that ball into the roof of the net. Brilliant finish by the number 5, who's on the deck, but I'm sure he'll have no problem picking himself up after that. Brilliant finish there by Josh, and all of a sudden Brickey Rangers hit the front. Of course, they led early on, getting the opening 2 scores through Conor McGrath and Tom O'Connell, but that's a brilliant score, and great move, great pace. As we mentioned, Josh Field is a player who loves to get forward and brings that energy and high tempo to the game, and he's able to finish as well as illustrated on that occasion. I'm sure he'll enjoy watching that one back. Seems to be actually moved into the forwards now for Brickey Rangers, just looking at it there. James Maloney looks to be picking them up there, so Shane McGrath in issuing the instructions. Fintan Welch, that's going to be a big moment in this game. Dara Hurley goes high, just did well to knock it down. Owen Barry was there, always there, reading the play. Offloads it there. Tom D almost, referee getting in the way. And Brickey Rangers had the ball, but it is going to be indirect, because I think Tom got caught up in the play there himself, I think, on that occasion, which can't sometimes happen in the modern game of football, where even the referee's position isn't safe. Here's Conor Brown, back to Owen Barry. Bricky's by 1. 39 minutes gone here in Fairfield. Barry still has possession, gives it to Tom O'Connell, who's been very tightly marked there. Tom has a look at the post, and this one just comes across the face of the goal and wide. It was certainly worth an effort when you're Tom O'Connell, but he'll be disappointed with that one. He has 4 so far this afternoon, 2 from play and 2 frees, the inter-county man. Made his senior debut, of course, earlier this year. Had a brilliant year with Efi Fitzgerald and the Dacia seniors, so very unlucky, losing 3 league games by a point, and bowing out of the Munster Championship to Tipperary, and also losing the inaugural Talton Cup game to Wicklow. Darragh O'Grady back in as far as Owen Barry. Owen lays it off as far as Conor Whelan. Conor 45 metres out from goal, treads this one in as far as Cormac O'Grady. 2 massive points so far for Cormac. Owen Barry hasn't scored so far, but he's working hard on the 40 ball, just momentarily taken off him there. Still Owen Barry. Owen did well, don't know how he managed to get that, but he did manage to get control of it. And right now it's Conor McGrath, got the ball from Conor Whelan, and Conor Whelan fires it over the bar. Good score there. And Conor McGrath, got it over the bar. It was played the 1-2 with Conor Whelan. Owen Barry did well in the initial build-up play there, and that's a 4th point of the afternoon for Conor McGrath. So Brickey Rangers go into a 2-point lead here. There's 10 minutes gone in the second half. Mark Cummins in there as well, just not part of the matchday squad this afternoon, but maybe will we see him next week for a preliminary quarter-final? Brickeys will certainly be hoping so. There seemed to be a push in the back there on James O'Leary. Picked up that yellow card in the first half. John Owens issuing the instructions for Clashmore Kinsalebeg on the sideline. So back to the play. Jonathan Welsh in possession. A speculative enough effort. It's high, it's into the air, and it's over the bar though from Jonathan Welsh. His 2nd point of the afternoon. That was from a big distance out. There was plenty of height in it. It had the distance, and it certainly had the accuracy from Clashmore Kinsalebeg's point of view. We're back to a 1-point game. 1-13 even to 2-9. Philip Welsh goes back to Mikey Dwyer. Putting Conor feeling under a little bit of pressure, but he manages to escape the challenge there and offloads as far as Darragh O'Grady. Gives it to the runner. That runner is Conor Brown. Runner ahead of him is another Conor. That's Conor Whelan in this instance. Coming across there is Sam Fitzgerald. Tried to get his hands on the ball, but failed to do so. Referee says there was a tug back there. No advantage occurring, so it's going to be a free for Brickey Rangers. And you'd imagine maybe Tom O'Connell might have a shot at this, will he? Philly Welch was making a dart up the field there, but elects to just hold his go back into his centre half back position. Kicked a superb point in the first half as well, of course, for Brickeys. So Tom O'Connell, Dara Hurley making a run away from Tom, but looks like he's going to have this, fancies himself here and is going to hit it off the ground. He's just inside the 45 metre line. 42 minutes on the clock here in what's perfect conditions for football here this afternoon. Fairfield, in fairness to Ollie Drummy and all in the FOSS, the community employment scheme here in Fairfield. The field in absolutely brilliant nick as well for the amount of for the volume of games it's certainly getting at county level and indeed at divisional level over the last couple of weeks and indeed months. Tom O'Connell then puts the ball down. He backed himself. He was confident enough, and he has his 5th point of the afternoon. Kickouts, Clashmore Kinsalebeg have won 3 and lost 2 in this second half. So Tom O'Connell gets his 5th point of the afternoon. That's his 3rd free. And that certainly was a great free from a huge distance out. Up goes Sam Fitzgerald. Doesn't bother putting the hand up. Didn't need to claim the mark. Gets on with it quickly. And again, it's that diagonal ball outside of the right boot into Brian Lynch. Getting there ahead of Darragh O'Grady. He has runners off the shoulder. One of those runners is Josh Fitzgerald. Josh going forward. Still Josh Fitzgerald with the effort. Saved by Mikey Dwyer. Falls to Kelly Carey. Is it gone in? It's gone over the line. Goal for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Mikey Dwyer, he got his hand on it, but it literally fell over the goal line. Kelly Carey was there, I think, before Kelly Carey put it in. I think Josh Fitzgerald would probably claim it. Josh was certainly caught late as well. Great advantage as well by the referee there, because the ball fell to Kelly Carey. He was certainly caught late and pulled down, and Philly Welch is going to be spoken to there. Not sure did Philly pick up a card. He did, yes. So it's a yellow card for Philip Welch. So Josh Fitzgerald, I think we're going to give that goal to, and not to, maybe Kelly Carey was there to put it in. So, is it a black card? I think it's a black. And Philip Welch has actually been black carded as well for Brickey Rangers, even though I think Josh Fitzgerald didn't seem to go to the ground, even though he certainly did pull him down. So Philip Welch is going to go into the sin bin for 10 minutes. So he'll be back in the 55th minute, you'd imagine. 10 minutes sin bin. He has a word there with Mark Cummins. So it's a black card for Philip Welch. And yeah, I'm sure you can have your own arguments and views over that one again. And Josh Fitzgerald certainly will take the credit for it, no doubt. I think we will give him the goal for that. Cian Kelly Carey already has a goal. Philip Welsh just coming up to the stand there. He's going to get a breather for 10 minutes or so. Now Brickies, can they respond? High ball in as far as Tom O'Connell, battling hard there with James Maloney. Breaking ball, going to favour Josh Field. Got that great goal a couple of moments ago. Is he gone out over the line? And Donald Muraku was indicating that the ball was knocked out of Josh Field's hand, so it is going to be a line ball for Brickey Rangers. Referee, though, possibly may overrule his linesman here on this occasion. I think he's going to throw it in. Owen Barry is claiming the ball, and Brickey Rangers think it's going to be their line ball. Conor Brown trying to keep an eye on his marker as well. Yeah, we are going to have the line ball for Brickey Rangers. Donald Muraku indicating there, in fairness, he indicated that the ball was knocked out of Josh's hand, so it's going to be a line ball which Owen Barry will take. He stays outside the sideline. He puts Cormac O'Grady under a little bit of pressure, though. In fact, it's Mikey Hanlon, in the corner. Still Mikey, still going forward. Was he tackled? He was tackled fairly, though, according to the referee. Clashmore Kinsalebeg a chance to work this one out. Paul O'Connor evades the challenge there of Cormac O'Grady. Lovely sidestep there, and referee says, go on, you're out, play on. Here's Sam Fitzgerald. After him is Josh Field. Sam just brushes past him. Treads this one through, and well cut out inside. And the referee, the hand was up there for an advantage. Cormac O'Grady, pretty bemused look on his face there. Paddy Connery, of course, the Bonnet store with Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Tried to shout in instructions. They lead in that scoreboard 3-9 to 114. And Paul O'Connor is going to prepare this. They're going to hit this free for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. It's a long way out, but certainly one he'll fancy. Brian Lynch. Lynch with the effort outside of the right. Can it curl in? Oh, what a score from Brian Lynch. 1-7 now for the number 13. Just planted his feet, one look at the post, and off the outside of his right boot. Draws over an absolutely spectacular score. Clashmore Kinsalebeg up to 3-10 now, and they've just begun to get a foothold. That third goal has proven to be a big score in this round 3 clash. Final round of the group games, of course. Knockout football from next weekend, of course, in the preliminary quarterfinals, and it'll be a big weekend for the teams involved. Of course, the defending champions Rathcormac, Galtier and indeed Balnacourty all safely through to the quarter-final stages. Lovely move by Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Josh Fitzgerald, Brian Lynch is peeling away. He elects to go to Sam. The Fitzgerald combines. Crossfield ball to Kelly Carey. And Cian Kelly Carey gets a fourth goal for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Defence splitting move into Carey. Billows the net from close range. His second goal of the afternoon. What a move by Clashmore Kinsalebeg. 4-10 to 114. And Cian Kelly Carey, that's his third goal in this year's championship. But the move, the free-flowing football, absolutely second to none from Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Absolutely opening up the Brickey Rangers defence, and that's a second goal. 2 goals now for Cian Kelly Carey. 4 goals for Clashmore Kinsalebeg, and they say goals win games. That's certainly in evidence here this afternoon, and Clashmore Kinsalebeg will be really, really pleased with their tally this afternoon. And Bricky's with it all to do now in the remaining maybe 12 or so minutes here, plus whatever the referee decides to add on, but there is still plenty of time. And they have the players to come back. Dara O'Grady seems to be pushed in the back there. Through the ball, says the referee. Dara is still on the deck. Referee says play on, and there was a bit of a loose tackle there. Clashmore Kinsalebeg have a player on the deck. I see Dara O'Grady is also on the ground as well. Jonathan Welch is the Clashmore Kinsalebeg player down. So 4-10 to 114. 10 minutes of normal time to go here in the Farfield sunshine. And it's Clashmore Kinsalebeg who were leading on that all-important scoreboard. Half-time in the Waterford Intermediate Ladies Football Final. It's Erin's Own 2-3 Galtier 6 points. So Erin's Own leading that one at half-time. The Senior Ladies Final, of course, is coming up at 4 o'clock. Another game that will be available on Clubber TV this afternoon. That is the big meeting of Ballymacarbery and Cummer Rangers. Live from Dungarvan GA grounds. Jonathan Welch going forward. Brickey's back there in numbers this time and get down over the ball. Of course, worth noting as well that Brickey's, of course, are down to 14 men momentarily following the black card of Philip Welch. So there is that bit of space in behind the Brickey's rear guard. Conor Whelan, Josh Field wanted the ball, but Conor elects to hang on to it. Treads it down as far as Mikey Hanlon. Conor McGrath free on the far side if he's spotted. Josh, though, going forward, looking for options, trying to get inside the cover there. Josh Field does really, really well. Shrugs Killian O'Keefe and Kieran Connery out of the way. In as far as McGrath, can he get a hand to it? All back there is James Maloney. Reading the play well there and offloads it out as far as Edmund O'Halloran. Good play by Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Josh Field comes across. Edmund O'Halloran gets out of that challenge though, gets out of the traffic and off as far as Adam O'Sullivan. Brian Lynch on the ball for Clashmore. Lovely speed there, just puts on the afterburners and goes forward. Lays it off as far as Sam Fitzgerald. He hasn't scored so far. He'd love to get his name on the score sheet. Has a runner off him. This is Jonathan Welch. Chance for Welch and he fires it over the bar. Number 3 for Jonathan Welch this afternoon. He's been really sharp in the Clashmore forward line. They're up to 4-11 now. 4-11 to 1-14. Luke Coughlin, of course, just doing the giving a hand with the water today. He's out with a knee injury, but they're certainly not missing him, are they? Clashmore Kinsalebeg this afternoon. Brickey's are preparing a double substitution. I see underneath us Brendan Cullen and looks like Sean Ronayne going to come into the fray. Sean, of course, both players started last weekend, and looks like Mikey Hanlon is possibly one player making way. And Conor Whelan is the other player.
Double substitution for the Brickeys. Number 12, Sean Orlando, and number 17, Brendan Cullen.
Killian O'Keefe. Fast ball into Brian Lynch. Goal number 5 on! Goal for Brian Lynch. Super finish. His second goal of the afternoon. Very quickly taken. Killian O'Keefe won the ball back initially. Paul O'Connor fed it to Brian Lynch, and Brian Lynch plants the ball in the Brickey Rangers net. 5 goals now for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Brian Lynch is up to 2-7. He's been on fire this afternoon, and you'd have to say this is really, really impressive from Clashmore Kinsalebeg. They will be absolutely brimming going into a preliminary quarter final next weekend. The Brickey Rangers, they'll certainly have a lot to ponder during the week ahead of next weekend, but they do have that knockout game. That's what it is all about, I suppose, that preliminary quarter final, getting there and trying to bring a big performance next weekend. That draw, of course, they'll discover who they're playing at round about 5 o'clock this afternoon after the game between Onryan and Stradbally. Sean Lennon, the team captain, looking for options, gives it back to Conor Brown. Again, doesn't seem to be making too much headway there. There's definitely a pull back there in the jersey there of Cormac O'Grady, who bit of coming together there between Cormac and Adam O'Sullivan, but it's going to be a free in, and yeah, well, certainly Clashmore Kinsalebeg on fire this afternoon. So, Tom O'Connell. Tom O'Connell nails that free for Brickey Rangers. It's his 6th point of the afternoon. And Philly Welch is back onto the Brickey Rangers team. 54 minutes gone, so he's 10 minutes in the sin bin are done, having that got that black card, so he's back. Brickey's back to a full complement. Edmund O'Halloran, Clashmore Kinsalebeg, still looking menacing, looking for more scores. Edmund, oh, beautiful dummy there, gets inside Philly Welch. Can he finish? Edmund O'Halloran with the effort. Will that curl inside? No, it won't on that occasion. It's gone outside and wide. So 5-11 to 115. Conor Whelan winning the ball back for Brickey Rangers. Going forward, Conor Phelan, Skjock, of course, as he is known, goes forward. Sean Lennon looking for options. The captain is going forward. Just took his eye off the ball there. Picked up by Dara Hurley. Dara going forward, looking to spray it across as far as Philly Welch. Philly going forward. He's an effort. Floats in there. Conor McGrath's in around there. Fintan Welch is off his goal line though, and he bats that one out, or knocks it out there with his hands. And the referee says it's going to be I think we're going to come back for a free, are we, for Brickey Rangers? So Paul Hayes is going to enter the fray for Brickeys. And also James Hassey is coming on. Looks like Owen Barry is one of the players making way. And is it possibly Sean Lennon? I think it is, yeah. So Paul Hayes onto the field, so too.
Total substitution from the Rickies, number 13, James Hassey.
Is James Hassey, yeah, and
Paul Hayes replaced number 4, Sean Lennon. Conor Lennon going back.
Sean Lennon and Owen Barry, the players making way for Brickeys. Both players just emptying their benches. Sean Ronayne there going forward, and there was a little bit of afters there which the referee spotted. So it's going to be Anders. I think I'm just looking there. I think there was a red card flash there, was there? So Philly Welch has been dismissed. I think that's a red card. It is a red card for Philly Welch. So Brickey Rangers down to 14 men. 57 minutes on the clock. So all happening in the last couple of minutes, between the substitutions and everything going on and that red card. So it's all happening. Cormac O'Grady going forward. He's fouled surely by Cillian O'Keefe. That's going to be a free in. No doubt about that. And Cillian O'Keefe is going to pick himself up a yellow card. Mikey Sheehan prepares to come on for Brickey Rangers' final substitution. James O'Leary gone off the Clashmore Kinsalebeg team. So on to the team Mikey Sheehan is going to enter the fray for Brickey's. Tom O'Connell is going to try and nail his 7th point of the afternoon. But it's just going to be a mere consolation for, and this time Olin Casey has been spoken to by the match referee Tom D, who has the notebook out, and possibly could have another card for the Brickey Rangers Bonish Tour. Have we? Yeah, we have a red card for Olin Casey. So he's been sent to the stand. So Tom O'Connell going to take this free. Mikey Sheehan prepares to come on. It's been a kind of an unusual ending to this particular game, but it's not a good afternoon. Not an afternoon Brickeys will want to look back on. And it's all about the preliminary quarterfinals for both teams next weekend. Gavin Dower looks like he's going to get game time as well for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Great warrior, of course. I think Tom D has indicated that. It looks like Edmund O'Halloran, is it on the far side, is going to come out. No, he's receiving a kick out. Yeah, it is Edmund O'Halloran, who's still on the field really from Clashmore's point of view. He's eventually making his way off. It's Conor McGrath coming off for Brickey Rangers. Tom O'Connell trying to go forward, shrugs his man off, and the referee has called it back for a free. Tom O'Connell seemed to be through on goal. The advantage seemed the obvious thing there. Tom is punching the ground in frustration, but referee is just going to take the name of the Clashmore Kinsalebeg defender rather than maybe doing it afterwards. But it's a yellow card for Kieran Burke. So, frustration creeping in from Brickey Rangers' point of view. And Tom O'Connell retrieves the football. I think, I'm not sure whether so 2 minutes of added time. And Tom. Mikey Sheehan on for Conor McGrath, the Brickey's team as well in that latest change for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Tom O'Connell with the effort, and Tom O'Connell kicks that ball wide. It's been a really frustrating second half, been a frustrating afternoon for Brickey Rangers. The concession of 5 goals certainly proven to be their downfall this afternoon, as Ryan O'Sullivan makes his way into the fray, and it's Jonathan Welch who makes his way off. Very productive afternoon for him. He kicked 3 points from play, and Ryan O'Sullivan is on. Older brother of Adam, of course, Edmund O'Halloran. Just has a word with one of the stewards down underneath us. This game is certainly petering out the last couple of minutes. Ricky's down to 14. Philly Welch, of course, with that red card. And it's been the Brian Lynch show, though, really, for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. And indeed, you could argue the Keane Kelly Carey show as well. They've got 2 goals each. Lynch is going to finish with a 2-7 this afternoon. Trying to add to his tally. Are they thinking about more goals? Keane Kelly Carey is on a hat-trick, takes it around the keeper. Gone out and wide, though. Good touch there to take it away from him, but Brickey's working this ball out. Dara O'Grady taking that pass, offloads as far as Dara Hurley. Dara trying to prod that one forward. Adam O'Sullivan down underneath him, trying to tackle him, though illegally doing so. Tom O'Connell goes route 1, looking for Mikey Sheehan inside. Young player, does well, wins the free, and literally can't get away. Clashmore Kinsalebeg just literally putting the wall in front of him there, saying that you're not going any further, Mikey, but referee says for not retreating there. Tom O'Connell should have the final kick of this round 3 clash. And he kicks that one over. 8 points for Tom O'Connell. 7 points, in fact, according to my records. 5-11 to 116. The 2 minutes of additional time are played, so I imagine we'll hear the full-time whistle here very shortly, and Clashmore Kinsalebeg are going to pick up their first win of this year's championship. They'll be second. The referee still deciding to play on down on top of Declan Allen. James Maloney down over this ball, bends his back as far as Kieran Connery. Kieran outside, just over the head there of Gavin Dower, and out over the, no, not gone out over the line. Very close to the sideline. Brickey player losing his footing. Gavin Dower gets on with it quickly. Down the line to Brian Lynch. Josh Fitzgerald makes a run off. This is Paul O'Connor though for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Are they going to finish with a flourish? Are they thinking about another green flag? Still Paul O'Connor going forward. Tries to get the kick away. Falls to Josh Fitzgerald. Brickies are back there, and I think there's going to be a free coming in here for Clashmore Kinsalebeg, which is surely the last kick of the game. A reminder as well, we have more action coming up at 3:30. That's on Ryan and Stradbally in round 3 as well of the Senior Football Championship. And also a reminder as well, we've live action from the Dungarvan GA grounds at 4 o'clock. The Waterford Senior Ladies Final. Ballymacarbery going for 41 in a row this afternoon. They're taking on their great rivals Cummer Rangers. That'll be coming up live from 4 o'clock. Brian Lynch though kicks this one over the bar. 2-8 for Brian Lynch this afternoon. 5-12 for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. 116 for Brickey Rangers. It's the first win of the season for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Both sides, of course, have preliminary quarterfinals next weekend. Clashmore Kinsalebeg will be one of those seeded teams. They're the second place team. Brickey's finished third in this group. Brian Lynch with 2-8. Keane Kelly Carey also with a brace of goals for Clashmore Kinsalebeg. Josh Fitzgerald, we think, was their other goal scorer. Not too sure whether Keane Kelly Carey got on the end of that move as well. I'm sure that one will be argued and in Clashmore tonight, but that's where we'll wrap up in Farfield. Big thanks to everyone associated with today's broadcast, to Shawnee and Keane upstairs on camera duty for their work behind the scenes, and to Jimmy and all the lads for the work back at base as well to bring you this live stream. Full-time score here in Fairfield in this County Senior Football Championship. Round 3 clash, it's finished. Clashmore Kinsalebeg, 5 goals and 12 points. Brickey Rangers, 1 goal and 16 points. Thanks for watching.
Would you like to join the club or GAA community, earn some money for your club, and get state-of-the-art analysis for your team? If you're a player or a coach who wants an easy way to review and comment on match clips or analyse competitors' games, then check out Club or Coach. If you're a county board, videographer, or even a club that wants to maximise the revenue potential of the games you stream, we offer free services to run a paywall and video ads. If you're an expert analyst, check out our automated clip generator, which can eliminate a lot of your repetitive manual tasks, and you can focus your energy on capturing the real insights which help your teams improve and use your freed up time to help additional teams. If you'd like to join our growing Clubber community, please contact sales@clubbertv.com for a free trial or advice on the different packages we offer.
Ryle Oak, Bagenstown, Loughlin Bridge, Carlow Town. I've been driving this route for 20 years now. As a driver, you get to see the importance of these bus routes for people in the community. We really connect with the whole country. People use the service for their shopping, going to college, going to matches. They come to rely on us to get them where they want to be. We're also the official transport provider for Carlow GAA players and supporters. You get to know some familiar faces along the way, doing their daily routine or their weekly trips. It's nice to see a friendly smile to brighten up your journey. My name is Jimmy. I've been driving for JJ Kavanagh & Sons for 30 years.
Welcome to I Love My Club By, with me, your host, Seamus Barry, the podcast that gives you the insight into our local games of hurling and camogie. Join us as we take a look at some of the characters around the county on I Love My Club By.